Hey everyone, Kevin Mangum here. Welcome to the Know, Like, and Trust Challenge. Uh, Hope y'all can hear me and we're not having any technical difficulties here. Hopefully, people will be joining soon here. Let's see, making sure that everything's connected from just a moment. All right, I got some people coming in. All right. Whew. All right, so here we go. All right, so uh, once again, I'm Kevin Mangum. I want to welcome you to the Know, Like, and Trust Challenge. All right, looks like my chat is working. Full transparency here. I'm posting to the group using a StreamYard, and looks like so far so good. All right. So what we're here to learn is going to be very critical to the success of your business. And we're going to learn how to create a community of trust. And we're going to learn how to create a promotional funnel web page. Now, and we're going to do this without any tech experience or without having an audience. So the way that works is we're going to during this challenge, we're going to show you how to create a Facebook group, and we're going to also show you how to capture leads by using what we call, it's going to be called conversation starters. I learned that from one of the teachers named Rachel Miller. And, we'll go into detail, but you'll create posts on your page that are presented as a question, and that question is going to basically draw people in that are interested in your topic, and the people that are not interested in your topic basically they won't reply, and you can focus down on those particular people, and those people are what we're going to call your ideal perfect customer. And I'm going to break down the meanings of all those things, but essentially we're going to create a community of trust, because nowadays people are trying to get into business for themselves, and there's so many people in the industry doing what you do that it's overcrowded, and it's everyone has become a commodity. All right, so we want to make you stand out in the crowd by showing you how to create a niche, and I'm going to try to help you with a few things in that regard. And some of you don't know what a funnel web page is. It's pretty much a a, a website what you're normally accustomed to, but instead of being a page that has multiple pages that you can access from the front, essentially it's gonna capture your customers' information by making them opt in, and you'll be able to retarget them with marketing, emails, and also offer them products, offers, and bonuses that you have as well. All right, so let's get started here. So welcome to day one. All right, just a moment. Forgive me, I'm trying to sort all my my tech stuff out here, but hold on, sorry about that. Okay. All right, so gonna tell you a little story real quick, give you a little background about me. I started out as a help desk analyst at a university, local university. I also worked at a medical center and help desk. You can see working in my cubicle here, and really just trying to understand IT and I got started back in about like 2005 or so. I've also, to make ends meet, I've also worked as a pizza delivery driver as well. So I know what the struggle is like. Some of us are really just trying to get our business off the ground, and we're doing whatever it takes to finance that.
Hey everybody, I'm super excited. I'm on my way to work now to my tech job. Hey everybody, I'm super excited. I'm on my way to work now to my tech job.
Okay, all right. So what's happening here is back in 2020, I got a really good tech job here, and it was a contract job, and you can't really see it because it's kind of blurred out. But to add insult to injury, they even like misspelled my last name. They put Magnum instead of Mangum. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But I recorded this video because I was so excited to get the job, and I was trying to document um, everything that was happening in my life. And then right around in March, um, the pandemic hit. They panicked and they let all the contractors go. And from that point, I was like, I don't, I felt like I didn't have control of my life for the first time. I used to rely on job security so much. So we're going to try to help you not have to rely on these things during the course of this challenge. All right, so let's see. I'm going to take you back real quick. Just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. Bear with me here. All right, and this is where I created my first video training. It was a Microsoft, how to do Word and PowerPoint and all these things. And the purpose of me explaining this to you is that, we all start from humble beginnings. And even back then, I was trying to make how-to videos. And the irony is I never really posted them, and because I was too shy at the time. Just a moment here.
Do you know anybody that?
Okay, so hold on a second. All right, so what happened here was, um, you know, I was working at the hospital, and there was a doctor who asked me if I knew anyone that uh, knew how to fix computers. And essentially, I didn't own a business at the time, and I told him, well, yeah, sure. And from that point, I pretty much started fixing computers on my own. And you know, I did not have a business license. I pretty much, like, that very night I went to like a, one of the tech stores and just bought a virus protection, and you know, didn't really know what I was doing, paid full price for it. And but that was the beginning. So again, the purpose of me saying is that we all come from humble beginnings, and I'm trying to reach those of you who are starting from the bottom and not really sure what to do. So bear with me here. I'm getting my slides going here. And so that's when I said, and this is, you can tell this is a much older picture. But yeah, I was like, yeah, matter of fact, I do that. I do fix computers. And that's how it is when people approach you, and you have a passion, and you might not be the expert yet, but they have been brought to you for a reason. So, you need to um, you need to speak life, and not live in fear in that regard when people approach you about your new business or whatever, because you are the one that has been called to serve them. I'm going to try to switch this view here just a moment. Okay, here we go. I had some bear with me here. Oh, this is where I worked at two tech companies that were rival universities. Just to get a little bit more background, one's a devil and one's a ram. If you're from this area, you know what that means. I also did ride sharing. So again, I'm just trying to let you get to know me and reinforce that how you and I can start our journey from a certain more humble beginning and still succeed. All right, and right here, what's happening here is one of the people that really inspired me to do what I'm doing now is my big brother Tim, and um, I remember he was the one that introduced me to Tony Robbins, and I never, you know, had a chance to really know about self improvement. But one of the things that Tony Robbins taught my brother and he passed on to me is that we have to stop saying, um, you know, we have to start saying that I must become, you know, because one of the things I told my brother was like, I'm going to try to become one of the best, you know, tech guys or web designers. And he said, you have to stop saying try. You have to start saying you must. So, you know, this, the purpose of me saying that is that, people come along in our lives, whether it be a big brother or a big sister, and um, they they spark, our confidence, and they get us on this journey. And one thing led to another. Here I am back in 2021. I was able to see Tony Robbins speak, and that was, I mean, that was so crazy. I think my everybody in the room, their feet was like 2 inches off of the ground. But anyways, so keep that in mind. Eliminate the word try from your vocabulary and use the word must, because this, what you're doing is you're not trying to sell a product or service. You're trying to provide something that people don't have, and that's someone that cares about them and someone that can help their life get to the next level. People don't have that. Everyone seems to be slightly in a place where they don't know if they should help others, but you should be the one that stands out. You and I should be the one that stands out and helps people. We shouldn't wait for others to do that. All right. So the big question is, what should I do? All right. So we're going to kind of get into the structure of what we're here to learn, because I know some of you are asking, like, well, what should I do? I want to help people. What should I do? And you're kind of in a confused state. So we're going to help you with that. All right. And this is basically, I want to let you know that, um, you know, one of the first people I helped with my help with their website was my cousin Jay, and she told me about ClickFunnels, which I'm going to go into more detail about. And I was kind of like, click what? I never heard of it. It was kind of crazy, but I was more accustomed to using WordPress, but ClickFunnels ended up being the web software of my choice now. All right, so one of the things that I noticed is that when I was looking up Tony Robbins, um, his events, I got an ad came across my screen, and he was during one of his presentations. He mentioned Dean Graziosi, um, himself, and then someone named Russell Brunson. And I was kind of like, I had never heard that name before. And then when I saw him speak, the first thing I was thinking was like, who is this teenager? Like, this guy looked like a straight up kid at the time, but he was really smart. And I was also wondering, what is a funnel? So basically, this is the structure of a funnel. It starts out with a opt-in page. That's going to be the first page that your customer's going to see. And once they put their name and their email address or phone number, whatever you ask for, it's going to turn them into a lead. And then you're going to be able to, from that lead, it's going to put them into a contact list. Once they submit their name and email, it's going to take them to your sales page. And from here, you'll be able to sell your product or service. Instead of going to a web page where there are multiple links and too many options, you'll focus down the customer on your particular product that you need. And we'll go into more details tomorrow about this, but in the rest of the week. But from there, when they make a purchase, you'll be able to make you'll be able to ask them if they want to upsell or do a one-time offer. Pretty much what that boils down to, if anyone who's ever um, everyone kind of use that method now, but if you've ever been to like a fast food restaurant and you ordering food, they're gonna ask you if you want fries and a drink with that. That's pretty much an example of an upsell. You start out with the intention of just buying a burger or a sandwich, and they upsell you. That's what we're gonna show you how to do with your customers, and that's gonna um, help you increase what's called your average cart value. And I learned the framework of average cart value from Russell Brunson. Basically, what it means is that when someone goes to your page, um, you're going to probably have an initial item for sale or service, and then you're going to have so you're going to have a low tier item or free item, and then you're going to have a mid tier item, and then a high ticket item. And when you combine all those prices together, that's the total potential amount that you can make on your your cart when a person comes to your site, and that's the way you're able to make a better profit, more so than someone just going and buying a particular thing and then leaving your site and closing the buyer's loop. So instead of closing the buyer's loop, you will have them opt in. You'll have their contact information so you can retarget them later, not just so like when you have a traditional website, you go, you buy the shoes, and you go on your way, and the shoes are sent to you, or whatever the case. In this case, the first thing you're going to ask for is their contact information, and you're going to therefore be able to retarget them later. And that contact list, once they purchase from you, they're going to be in what's called a buyer's list. All right. So all of this ties in to the community. So you have the community on one hand, the community of people that you want to serve and you want to focus on, and the niche you want to focus on. All right. And the services you want to sell to them that are going to change their lives and get them a result. All right. And we're going to talk about more about how to pick a niche. Essentially, with a niche, there are three markets that are popular in this industry. It's health, wealth, and relationships. And what you want to do is you want to niche down even further. So, like, for example, um, if you I'm gonna try to present this to you in a different way. I was talking to my dad, and he's a fisherman. He likes to go fish. And one of the things I was telling him is that if we had a funnel for him, is he could, if he had his favorite fishing rod, then um, he could become an affiliate of that company and sell that fishing rod, and pretty much get commission from that sale. And that would probably be the initial thing that he would sell on his sales page. And he would tell the clients or the potential clients how to overcome their fears. A lot of people are brand new fishermen, or they don't even know where to fish. So one of the things he can do is we're going to show you how to in this challenge, we're going to show you how to create an offer bundle. And what that means is that an offer is not just a product or service. An offer is a product or service with multiple bonuses attached to it. So instead of just selling the fishing rod, he's going to sell, 5 tips on the best bait you should use. And then they're going to say, well, I'm trying to catch bass fish or certain fish, trout. He can even niche down even further, 5 best bait for trout fish or whatever. They can say, well, I don't know how to get a fishing license. you can tell them these are things you can offer. You can tell the customer, because a lot of people are coming to you and they really don't know where to start. You can tell them where to get a fishing license from. You can um, they may say, I don't know where to fish. You can tell them the top parks or ponds or lakes that have fishing in your area. And you can also, like on an upsell, so that's part of your offer with the fishing rod. On the upsell, you can have a course that shows, the proper technique and the proper way to put your bait on, and all these things that may seem elementary to you is going to be completely helpful for the people that you're trying to serve. So I hope that gives you a kind of an example, to get your mind going here on what we do. And yeah, we got to get Dad to start a funnel. That would be so awesome. Yeah. And yeah, the Tony UPW virtual event is really awesome for real. Yeah, but we gotta take this into consideration, yo. I'm not, I was talking to someone that close to me about this challenge I was gonna do, and they thought I was gonna wear a suit and tie and I was gonna talk like this, and and by the way, and all this. I was like, no, I was like, that's not who I'm trying to speak to. The people I'm speaking to, I'm gonna help my dad make a funnel for fishing rods. I'm gonna, cause he's that's his passion anyway. And nowadays you can become an affiliate of almost anything. But um yeah, I mean, if you have children or nephews and nieces, you can teach these same structures and frameworks. And here's the thing, yeah, I mean, they still need to go to school and make their good grades, but why not give them an edge? And if you're a person that is not very tech savvy, don't be shy. You probably, your daughter, your son, your nephew, your niece, they probably really enjoy you. And people have a tendency, if you take the focus off yourself and put it on other people, usually you're going to get more out of life. So, you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm so shy. I don't want to ask my daughter. I want to ask my nephew." But you'd be surprised how helpful they will be, especially with technology, and they know all these things, right? And also, they have a different their point of view is different, so they don't have all the limited thinking that some of us have that are further along in the journey, right? All right, so let me see. Let's go forward here. All right, so again, I talked a little bit about what's a funnel. We're going to show you how to get traffic. The traffic is going to start out as cold, and we're going to get people into your community. What we're trying to do is create a community where they know, like, and trust you. The way we're going to do that, we're going to find out in this challenge, is we're going to use what's called short form content, and that can include um, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok videos. Um, we're going to also use what's called long form content. Long form content could be videos that are like 15 minutes or longer, or webinars. Webinars are just how-to videos that are longer, like 15 minutes or an hour. So we're going to have you create content. We're going to show you how to schedule your content. We're going to show you how to use free platforms. We're going to show you how to use free platforms. You won't have to really pay anything out of pocket to get started at the end of this challenge. And I know that's going to be really helpful to people. What you want to do is um, start building your community of trust, because at the end of the day, you and I both know that that once you trust a brand, you buy from that brand all the time, no matter what. So yeah, so we're going to create a community of trust. We're going to capture those leads at the top of the funnel, take them through our sales process. I'm going to show you how to create what's called a customer's journey. And customer journey just pretty much means how do I get them from A to B? And that could be something as simple as, um, let's say someone is going to be doing childcare, right? They're going to be doing childcare. Um, yeah, exactly. People buy from people. They're not machines. They're not robots, right? Um, yeah. So, I want to get myself too sidetracked here, but the customer journey is pretty much like let's say if you were doing childcare, um, you could have the 5-step process. Let's say you're doing childcare and you're going to be, the kid is going to be in your care for like a 6-hour period of time or 8-hour period of time, whatever the case may be. You can have a 5-step framework that you present to your potential clients, the parents, and you can say, hey, um, step one, I'm going to make sure they have that I cook for them or I have good food for them. Two, I'm going to make sure that they do some reading or they do their homework, and this is kind of like off the top of my head, but like you can you can also say, hey, you can also help them with, whether it be homework. You can also say, hey, I speak a second language. Those of you that speak more than one language, you can say, hey, I can help your child learn my native language or help them with the second language. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's what the customer journey is. And the customer journey and the funnel process go hand in hand. And essentially, you're going to move them from step one all the way to step five. And they're going to follow those rules and they're going to get the result that you intended for them. And that's what people want. They just want results, they want the problem solved, you know? So it's kind of like the saying, like, you know, people don't necessarily want to drill, they want to make a hole in the wall so they can put a family portrait up. Another analogy that I heard recently, I think it was Pedro Adele, basically like, or it was Pedro or Russell Brunson, but like if a picture frame, the value of a picture frame is the love of the photograph that the person puts in it. So, even if you were selling something like picture frames, you could upsell them to things that may be related to, you know, photography, uh, you know, whatever it may be, like anything related to photography or helping family get more pictures, seasonal pictures if you're a photographer. But you can make it a family thing because people don't get together. People don't take family pictures anymore. Am I right? Okay, some of us do, but not really. So, you know, so just tying it all in. So let's see here. So so what I wanted to show you is when I initially got my 2-year degree at a local tech school. Okay, this is young Kevin. This is like back in the day. Um, and the crazy part was, you know, I really didn't have any job skills, and I was working mostly jobs that, um, like, burger restaurants or whatever. And, even with that 2-year degree, I was able to use those skills to kind of move forward and even get to the point where I am. And I can tell you now personally that when I was in the tech field, I spent I spent like I would get like $3,000 loans for like database certification classes. Um, I took all kinds of courses because I wanted to make myself more competitive in the marketplace. and I wanted to um, pretty much I want to excel at whatever I was doing. So the point that I'm saying in that regard is that most of us are afraid to charge a higher price to our clients. Don't be afraid of that. There's going to be somebody that wants to pay $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. You know, I mean, there there are people there's a small group of people that want to do that. So I want we're gonna show you how to make a low ticket offer, a mid ticket, and a high ticket offer. All right, and gonna start to wrap things up soon. But what we're gonna focus on this week is we're going to show you how to well, what we're going to show you how to do first is we're going to show you how to choose a niche community to serve and a place to congregate online. That's pretty much a way like saying like a Facebook group, Facebook business page. That's right. The best thing we can invest in is ourselves. Yeah. So um, thank you for that. And define your ideal perfect customer, because I can't emphasize this enough. I'm telling you right now, I used to try to help everybody with their computer when it was broken. I used to chase people down when their computer was broken or a website. And I'm telling you right now, I have helped customers. I have helped customers with an impossible computer get the computer fixed. And then the person is like, I don't have any money, but I made some chicken. You want to play the chicken? And I'm like, play the chicken. I'm like, come on now. Like every customer is not your friend. Like, and no, we don't want that kind of we don't want those customers. We don't want the whole river. We just want to have a little straw in the river and there's plenty of water for us and everybody else. But yeah, like when you have unruly clients, like you don't want those people in your tribe. Trust me, one bad apple can ruin the bunch. You know, I was chatting with someone recently, and you know, they have we all have limiting beliefs, but they have a lot of yeah, freeloaders. Like they have limiting beliefs, and they were trying to you know they were trying to pick my brain to get knowledge. But pretty much what I was telling this person is we are all students in this, and we can overthink. I am the freaking champion 2003 gold medalist in overthinking. Okay, you cannot overthink me. All right, it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, so but I just try to help that person understand, like, we have to have faith. We have to believe that we were put here to help others, and that will take the pressure off of you. Because you're not trying to just make a dollar. Yeah, and no, we cannot. You cannot upgrade to VIP by donating chicken. I, you know what? Actually, I love chicken and rice. Someone's gonna, you know, they're gonna laugh at me for that one. But do not tempt me with chicken and rice because you might get a free VIP. Anyways, um, so I appreciate everyone. That was good. All right, so let me get to the point so we can start wrapping things up. So we're going to show you how to create an irresistible offer. I learned that expression from Russell Brunson as well. And essentially, like I said, it goes back to, um, you know, anything you want to sell, if you can include bonuses, you'd be surprised how grateful people will be for that. Yes. Somebody said they feel it's your obligation to help them and should be free. When you charge them money, they feel strange. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. But the thing is, um, this goes back to when I was paying that money for those tech schools. I was tired of working at burger places. See, people that want stuff for free, I understand. I feel your pain, but you got to start from somewhere. That's the thing. And I can tell you this, when you offer a low ticket item or something that's free, what we're going to show you how to do is offer them something that almost costs you no energy and no time, because it's really about what we're paying for is time and energy. That's the whole purpose of us working and trying to get better in business. So you make something you can offer them, like an electronic ebook or a recipe or something that, like I said, um, low energy, low time for you, but value to the customer, and also something that makes them want to. Um, when you create this offer, you're going to give them bonuses around it, and it's going to make them want to buy more things from you. And in theory, what we're going to do is we're going to teach our tribe, we're going to teach our community reciprocity, because that's what we want. It's all about reciprocity. I heard someone saying uh, that I don't want to misquote, you know what I'm saying? And I know Elon Musk is kind of a controversial figure, but he basically was saying that, like, um in the marketplace, we're pretty much exchanging time, resources, and labor. That's all we're really doing. And you know, it's yeah, there are freeloaders. Their mentality is different. You don't want those people in your community. The best thing you can do is, in your content, talk about mindset. Because a lot of people need it really bad. Talk in your free content, your short content, talk about mindset. People that are interested in shifting their mindset, they will come to your community, and they'll be, nourished, and their self-esteem will go up. But people that aren't interested at all, you do not want them in that community, and you want to kick them out if they come in trying to set a bad example and having all this negativity, right? So you don't want to feed into that. You know you may have a small Facebook group. You might have 5 people, right? You got 4 people that love and adore you, look up to you and respect you, and you got one person that don't want to treat you right. They can go. They can go. It's no problem. It's no problem, because I guarantee you, all we got for the most part is time and energy. And the energy we spend on that one person, we could have been pouring our entire love and support into the other 4. So I want you to think about that going forward. When I want you to think about this, and I'm serious. When you get clients, I want you to vet them. I want you to interview. Look, they think they're interviewing you. You're interviewing them. You're asking them questions, and you're trying to see what their mindset is like. Because once they come into your Facebook group, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not gonna name no names, and I can tell you, those of you that are close to me, that I'm not trying to. I would never try to, like, say nothing about you on the slide. But I'm gonna tell you right now, there was a person, okay, and that person said something about one of my friends that's probably in this chat, and they don't know my friend. And but I kept my cool. I said, guess what? We're all students. We shouldn't be sitting around here judging each other. Look at them. Why did they make that choice? Okay, they're doing the best they can. You think you can make a better challenge? Then I challenge you, right? No pun intended. Like, yeah, you know, don't spend your time around people that are going to reciprocate and pour into you and you pour into them, and that person didn't mean any harm. And I talked to that person and they were able to kind of see my point of view. But basically what I told them was, look, we're all trying to figure this thing out. Don't assume, like, basically what happened was, um someone's gonna feel like I'm calling them out, but I hope not. Basically, I'm gonna put it to you this way. Someone saw one of my peers' group titles and they was offended by it. And I was like, okay, first of all, in my opinion, why are you offended? There's nothing offensive in the title. Like, um, but what offended them was, in my opinion, is that this person is taking action. So what if the name of their challenge might not be appealing to you? By the way, you're not even their ideal customer. So keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, I hope y'all get what I'm saying. But like, don't let people like that discourage you. And look, don't be afraid of taking criticism either. You know, don't be afraid of that either. But anyways, last one, we're gonna increase the value of your customer interactions. All right, so I'm gonna try to wrap things up soon. Um, the way we're gonna do that is, um, we're gonna help you learn how to make like a weekly newsletter, or like I said, you're gonna create, like, for example, 15-minute videos or shorter, pardon me, and you're gonna splice them up, and you're gonna repurpose them. Same video, cut into sections, and that's right. That's right. I love it. Don't take advice from, ooh, somebody that was serious. I'm gonna have to keep that one. Don't take advice from quitters, retreaters, or haters. That's right. Um, but yeah, we're gonna increase the value of the interaction. So some people, they so I'm gonna talk real fast, but what they've discovered is that the the shorter reels have really appealed to people, because possibly because of people's attention span. But what we're going to show you how to do is, you can either, like, for example, if you have a one of like a 5-step process, you can break that process into 5 separate videos, and then you can take each step and break it into shorts, and then we can show you how you can link back from that short to your longer form content. And then from your longer form content, people are going to start to, as we say, know, like, and trust you more. And through those interactions, they say, I think on average people need about seven interactions before they buy. Like, they have to, like, walk in the store, look around like 7 times, or with certain products or services. So don't feel like people don't see you. They see you, but they need to see more of you. They need to see more of you. And this is how I feel about it. You already love what you're doing. So you already love serving the people you were called, put on earth to serve. So don't think of it as work. Um, I think it was Alex Hermosi. I think that's his name. Him and his wife are amazing. Um, if you ever get a chance to look him up. But I think he was saying that, like, it's kind of like the old saying, find what you can do for work that you actually enjoy. Because one of the analogies that they one of the analogies that they made was, um, let's say if you play badminton or tennis or something like that, right? And you really have fun doing it, um, you know, running around the court, hitting, playing with a friend over time could potentially burn the same amount of calories as, let's say, you know, um, jogging on a treadmill, um, gonna give you the same caloric burn per se, but playing with your friend, running around a tennis court is more enjoyable. So try to think of your work that way. Some days you're gonna be like, oh, I gotta do this again. But try not to let it feel that way. Try to acknowledge that you really care about this thing. Yes, yes. Omnipresent, dominate the market. That's right. Wherever they go, they see us. That's right. And I can tell you before we wrap up, um, I can tell you that you may you may think that you're behind in the race because you started at whatever point in your life, but you're not behind because I'm telling you right now, um, you're gonna persevere. And you know, so many people that have gifts that can help others, they're quitting. So you and I have to be the ones that don't quit. We aren't gonna quit. We're gonna create communities of trust in which people can look to you to be the tribal leader. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. Um, One of my favorite books is called Tribal Leadership. And we'll go into detail about that. But basically, human beings are tribal, and they gravitate towards certain factors. So we'll go into that in more detail. So, um, what I'm going to do, let you guys know the format for the rest of the week. We're going to go into more detail about the short form content, the Facebook group, and the funnel in the next couple of days, days 2, 3, and 4, most likely. And I'm going to give you all a homework assignment. But today, what I want you to do is I just want you to think about what niche or community you want to serve. And, you know, I want you to try to niche down as much as you can. What that means is, like, for example, um, you may want to be a coach for um, single mothers wanting to own a business, you know, low income, you know, want to learn a second language. I don't know. But anyways, you need to really kind of niche down so that you can really, because those people are really in need. And I think I learned this from Pedro Adele, if I'm not mistaken, too, is that so many people need help right now, but they just feel like they're in a sea of people and no one sees them. So you and I have to be the one that sees them. And just like someone said, in order for us to make them feel seen, we have to make ourselves seen first, right? I like that. I like that. So I want to say thank you, everyone. This is the end of day one. Like I said, you know, in the group, I would like for you to post what your niche is, share it with everyone. Um, if you can, think about within your niche who your ideal customer is, and we're gonna go into a little bit more tactical detail on day two, on how to get people to know us better so we can get out of obscurity and serve those that we were called to serve. So I want to say thank you, everyone. Hope you have a blessed day. Stay in touch with the people in the group. If you can, make a friend, find someone, add them to your friend list, collaborate with them. This is the time for us to collaborate, partner, plan. This is not the time to hesitate. Yes, and thank you, everyone. I hope you have a blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow. And I will talk to you soon. Take care. Thank you, everyone.